One might not immediately associate the vast continent of North America with a rich tapestry of island life, yet scattered along its coasts and within its Great Lakes, a remarkable archipelago exists. The United States, in fact, encompasses 13 states and 5 major territories that are, in whole or in part, islands. Each one is a world unto itself, a microcosm of startling diversity and breathtaking beauty, shaped by the relentless forces of wind and water and by the long, intricate story of human settlement. These are not merely destinations for a fleeting escape from the mainland. They are living museums, cradles of unique cultures, and sanctuaries for extraordinary flora and fauna found nowhere else on Earth. From the sun-drenched sands of the tropics to the rugged, windswept shores of the north, these islands hold stories in their very soil, in the architecture of their towns, and in the traditions of the people who call them home. They are places where history whispers on the breeze and nature's grandeur is on full, magnificent display. Whether one seeks the thrill of adventure, the quiet solace of an untouched wilderness, the charm of a bygone era, or the simple pleasure of a perfect shoreline, there is an island in this great nation to satisfy every inclination. Each offers a unique invitation to explore, to connect, and to marvel at the sheer variety of life and landscape our planet holds. Here's a look at the most beautiful islands in the U.S. Our journey begins on the Gulf Coast of Florida, on a sliver of land that seems to exist in a gentler, quieter time. This is Anna Maria Island, a 7-mile stretch of paradise that has gracefully resisted the relentless march of modernity. Here, the rhythm of life is dictated not by the clock, but by the gentle ebb and flow of the turquoise tide upon its immaculate golden sands. The island retains a profound sense of what is often called Old Florida, a charm born of low-rise buildings, independent shops, and a community that cherishes its tranquil existence. The beauty here is both immediate and subtle. The shoreline, a dazzling expanse of soft white quartz sand, meets the impossibly clear, warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. It is a classic, idyllic scene. Yet, venture away from the beach and you discover another world entirely. The island's interior is a network of canals and marshlands, quiet backwaters that provide a vital sanctuary for one of Florida's most iconic and gentle creatures, the manatee. To see one of these gentle giants grazing peacefully on seagrass is to witness a truly magical moment of natural harmony. Exploring Anna Maria is an exercise in slow, deliberate discovery. A free trolley service meanders along the island's length, a charming and practical way to navigate its treasures. It carries visitors and locals alike, past vibrant, pastel-colored beach houses and lush tropical foliage. The route offers glimpses into the island's past, with stops near the historic City Pier, the old city jail, a tiny open-air structure that speaks volumes about the island's once sleepy nature, and a small museum that carefully preserves the stories of its fishing and pioneering heritage. Life here is unhurried. The days are spent casting a line from a sun-drenched pier, browsing the unique boutiques on Pine Avenue, or simply watching the pelicans dive for their dinner as the sun melts into the horizon. Anna Maria Island is a testament to the idea that true beauty often lies not in grandeur, but in simplicity and the preservation of a precious, peaceful character. It is a sanctuary not just for wildlife, but for the human spirit. We travel north to the waters off the coast of Massachusetts, to an island synonymous with elegance and idyllic summer living. This is Martha's Vineyard. For generations, it has been a favored retreat for presidents, artists, and celebrities, yet it has managed to maintain a surprisingly laid-back and unassuming air. Its allure lies in this very paradox, a place of immense prestige that still feels like a collection of quiet, welcoming small towns, each with its own distinct personality. The island's landscape is a masterpiece of quintessential New England scenery. Rolling green hills give way to dramatic coastal bluffs, and pristine beaches are framed by gently swaying dune grasses. The towns themselves are a study in picturesque charm. Edgartown, with its stately white Greek Revival homes, once belonged to wealthy whaling captains. Oak Bluffs presents a stark, delightful contrast with its whimsical gingerbread cottages, a vibrant, colorful collection of Carpenter Gothic architecture that feels as though it has sprung from a fairy tale. Beyond the postcard-perfect towns, The vineyard offers a wealth of experiences for those who seek them. One can spend the day cycling along scenic coastal paths, kayaking in sheltered ponds, or simply finding a quiet spot on the sand to read. The island's culinary scene is a celebration of the sea, with fine dining restaurants serving up the freshest local scallops, oysters, and striped bass. It is a place where sophisticated tastes are catered to, yet the simple pleasure of a lobster roll eaten on a picnic bench is held in equally high regard. But perhaps the true magic of Martha's Vineyard is in the quality of the light, the salty air, and the palpable sense of history that permeates the island. From the iconic Gay Head Cliffs at Aquina, with their dramatic colored clay strata, to the quiet country lanes of Chilmark, it is a place that invites contemplation. It is an island that, despite its fame, still offers pockets of profound peace and a deep, restorative connection to the natural beauty of the New England coast. Our journey now takes us south to the coast of Georgia, to a remarkable chain of barrier islands known collectively as the Golden Isles. This enchanting archipelago, composed of St. Simon's Island, Sea Island, Jekyll Island, and Little St. Simon's Island, along with the historic mainland city of Brunswick, is a place where layers of history and nature are deeply intertwined. The name itself is evocative, hinting at the golden light that bathes the vast salt marshes at dawn and dusk, turning the landscape into a painter's dream. Each island possesses its own unique character. St. Simon's, the largest, is a hub of activity where ancient, moss-draped live oaks stand as silent witnesses to centuries of change. These majestic trees, some with branches that sweep the ground, are said by local lore to be haunted, their gnarled limbs holding the secrets of Spanish missionaries, English soldiers, and plantation life. Here, one can explore the ruins of Fort Frederica National Monument, a British outpost built to defend against the Spanish, or climb the 129 steps of the St. Simon's Lighthouse for a commanding view of the coast. Jekyll Island offers a different story, one of immense wealth and exclusivity. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, it was a private winter retreat for some of America's most powerful families, the Rockefellers, Morgans, and Vanderbilts. Their opulent cottages, which are in fact grand mansions, form a stunning historic district. Yet today, the island is owned by the state of Georgia and is accessible to all. Its beautiful beaches, such as the otherworldly Driftwood Beach with its skeletal, sun-bleached trees, offering a stark contrast to its gilded past. Little St. Simon's Island, accessible only by boat, remains a bastion of untamed wilderness. As a privately owned, ecologically focused resort, it offers a glimpse into what this coastline looked like before widespread development. It is a sanctuary for wildlife, from nesting sea turtles to countless species of migratory birds. The Golden Isles as a whole are more than just a destination. They are a complex and fascinating narrative, a place where the haunting beauty of the natural world serves as the backdrop for a rich and dramatic human history. We venture now into the turquoise heart of the Caribbean, to the smallest and honestly, arguably most pristine of the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is St. John, an island that represents a monumental act of conservation. Over 60% of its landmass, along with the surrounding waters, is protected as the Virgin Islands National Park. This extraordinary foresight, championed by Lawrence Rockefeller in the 1950s, has preserved the island as a near-perfect example of natural Caribbean beauty, a true emerald gem. The beaches of St. John are the stuff of legend. Trunk Bay, with its underwater snorkeling trail, is consistently ranked among the world's most beautiful. A ribbon of powdery white sand is fringed by lush sea grape trees and calm, impossibly clear water that shifts in color from pale aquamarine to deep sapphire. To slip on a mask and fins here is to enter another dimension, a silent, vibrant world of coral gardens teeming with parrotfish, blue tangs, and graceful sea turtles. But the island's treasures are not limited to its most famous bay. Dozens of other coves and beaches, like the secluded Maho Bay where turtles and rays are common sights in the shallows, or the blissful Honeymoon Beach, offer endless opportunities for discovery. The park's extensive network of hiking trails leads explorers through tropical dry forests, past the ruins of Danish sugar plantations that whisper of a complex and difficult past. and up to scenic overlooks that provide breathtaking panoramas of the surrounding cays and the British Virgin Islands on the horizon. Life on St. John moves at its own unhurried pace. The main town of Cruz Bay is a charmingly low-key hub of colorful shops, open-air bars, and excellent restaurants where you can enjoy fresh seafood with your feet in the sand. There are no airports, no cruise ship docks, and no traffic lights. It is a place that really forces you to slow down, to breathe deeply of the salt-laced air, and to immerse yourself completely in the stunning, protected wilderness that surrounds you. St. John is a powerful reminder of the profound value of preserving our planet's most precious natural spaces. We journey far out into the Pacific, to the Hawaiian archipelago and to an island born of dramatic volcanic forces. This is Maui, the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands, known as the Valley Isle. It is a place of incredible contrasts where dormant volcanoes touch the clouds and lush rainforests cascade down to the sea. Maui masterfully blends the thrill of raw adventure with the pinnacle of luxury, offering a diverse array of experiences that cater to every possible desire. The island's volcanic origins are its most defining feature. The colossal, dormant volcano of Haleakala, meaning House of the Sun, forms more than 3/4 of the island. To journey to its summit, over 10,000 feet above sea level, is to travel through multiple ecosystems, emerging above the clouds into a stark, lunar-like landscape. Witnessing the sunrise from this vantage point is a truly spiritual experience, as the first rays of light illuminate the vast crater in a symphony of color. Maui's coastline is a study in geological artistry. It boasts some of the world's most famous beaches, but also some of its most unusual. On the eastern side of the island, at Waihanapanapa State Park, one finds Pailoa Beach, a stunning crescent of polished black sand formed from eons of lava being pounded into fine grains by the relentless surf. This jet-black shore, set against the brilliant turquoise of the ocean and the vibrant green of the surrounding vegetation, is a sight of unforgettable, primal beauty. Perhaps the most legendary experience on Maui is the journey, not the destination. The road to Hana, a winding 64-mile highway, snakes along the island's northeastern coast. With its 620 curves and 59 bridges, many of them single-lane, it is a drive that demands patience and attention. The reward is access to a world of breathtaking beauty, plunging waterfalls, lush bamboo forests, and dramatic seascapes at every turn. Maui is an island that constantly reveals itself, a dynamic landscape of fire and water that captures the very essence of Hawaii's powerful allure. We return to the Atlantic, to a fragile, windswept ribbon of sand that stretches for over 100 miles along the coast of North Carolina. These are the Outer Banks, a chain of barrier islands that stand as a defiant buffer between the mainland and the often furious Atlantic Ocean. This is a place of raw, untamed beauty, shaped by storms and steeped in history, legend, and the spirit of American innovation. It is a landscape in constant motion, where sand dunes shift with the wind and the sea is an ever-present, powerful force. One of the most captivating sights on these islands is a living link to a mysterious past. On the northern shores, wild horses, said to be descendants of Spanish Mustangs shipwrecked here centuries ago, roam freely across the beaches and dunes. Seeing a herd silhouetted against the rising sun, their manes flying in the salty breeze, is a moment of pure, untamed magic. They are a symbol of the wild, resilient spirit that defines the Outer Banks. This coastline is also a cradle of American history and folklore. In the town of Manteo on Roanoke Island, one can delve into the enduring mystery of the lost colony, the first English settlement in the New World, which vanished without a trace in the late 16th century. Further south, at Kitty Hawk, the Wright Brothers National Memorial commemorates a different kind of beginning. The moment Orville and Wilbur Wright defied gravity and achieved the first successful powered flight, forever changing the course of human history. The Outer Banks are also known as the Graveyard of the Atlantic, a treacherous stretch of water where shifting sandbars have claimed countless ships. Standing guard over these dangerous shoals are a series of iconic lighthouses, most notably the black and white striped Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, the tallest brick lighthouse in North America. To climb its spiraling staircase is to be rewarded with a panoramic view of this dramatic meeting of land and sea. A place where nature's power is on full display and the echoes of history are carried on every gust of wind. Chapter 7. Our exploration now takes us to the Pacific Northwest, to a cluster of islands nestled in the cool, clear waters of the Salish Sea between Washington State and Vancouver Island. This is the San Juan Archipelago, a collection of over 170 named islands and reefs, each a fragment of a submerged mountain range. The four largest and most visited islands, San Juan, Orcas, Lopez, and Shaw, offer a sanctuary for wildlife and a paradise for those who love the great outdoors. The defining experience of the San Juan Islands is the search for its most magnificent resident, the orca. These waters are one of the best places in the world to see these highly intelligent and social creatures. To be on a boat and witness a pod of orcas breaching, their powerful black and white bodies arcing through the water against a backdrop of evergreen-covered hills, is an experience of profound awe. The islands are a critical habitat not just for orcas, but for humpback whales, minke whales, seals, porpoises, and a breathtaking array of seabirds. Each island offers its own unique rhythm. San Juan Island is the most populous, home to the bustling, charming seaport of Friday Harbor, with its lively marina, shops, and the excellent whale museum. On the other side of the island lies Roch Harbor, a historic resort with beautiful gardens and a palpable sense of old-world elegance. Orcas Island, shaped like a horseshoe, is more rugged and mountainous, its centerpiece being Mount Constitution in Moran State Park, which offers an unparalleled 360-degree view of the entire archipelago. Life in the San Juans is deeply connected to the land and the sea. The culinary scene is a celebration of this connection, with an abundance of fresh seafood, from Dungeness crab to locally harvested oysters, and a focus on farm-to-table dining. Visitors can spend their days hiking through lush forests, kayaking in secluded coves, or simply finding a rocky bluff to watch the ferries glide by. The San Juan Islands are a testament to the serene and powerful beauty of the Pacific Northwest, a place that feels both wild and wonderfully civilized. Chapter 8. We return to the Atlantic's low country, to an island off the coast of South Carolina that has perfected the art of blending natural beauty with sophisticated resort living. This is Hilton Head Island. Unlike many coastal developments, Hilton Head was meticulously planned from the outset with a deep respect for the environment. Strict building ordinances ensure that structures blend into the landscape, often hidden behind a screen of native pines and palms, preserving the island's serene park-like atmosphere. The island is renowned for its magnificent beaches, 12 miles of wide, sandy shoreline, all of which is public from the ocean to the high water mark, invite long walks, sunbathing, and cycling. The sand here is hard-packed, creating a perfect surface for bike riding right at the water's edge. A quintessential Hilton Head experience. The island boasts over 60 miles of public bicycle paths and nature trails that wind through maritime forests and alongside picturesque lagoons, making it a paradise for cyclists of all abilities. While beach life is central, Hilton Head is perhaps even more famous for another outdoor pursuit: golf. It is a world-class golfing destination, home to more than 24 championship courses, many designed by legendary architects and hosting prestigious PGA Tour events. The manicured greens and fairways, set against a backdrop of saltwater marshes and ancient oaks draped in Spanish moss, create some of the most beautiful and challenging playing environments imaginable. Yet, beyond the resorts and golf courses, the wild heart of the Low Country endures. The island is a haven for wildlife, and dolphin watching tours are a popular activity, offering close encounters with the playful bottlenose dolphins that thrive in the surrounding waters. Kayaking through the winding tidal creeks provides a more intimate look at the salt marsh ecosystem, home to herons, egrets, and countless other species. Hilton Head Island stands as a successful experiment in thoughtful development, a place where human recreation and natural preservation exist in a carefully managed, beautiful harmony. Chapter 9. Just off the coast of Fort Myers in the Gulf of Mexico lie two sister islands, connected by a small bridge that are world-renowned for their devotion to nature and their incredible abundance of seashells. These are Sanibel and Captiva. Due to Sanibel's unique east-west orientation, which is unusual for a barrier island, it acts like a giant scoop, catching millions of shells that are carried by the currents of the Gulf. This makes it one of the premier shelling destinations on the planet. The act of shelling here is so popular, it has its own name, the Sanibel Stoop. At low tide, the beaches are dotted with people, heads bowed, shuffling slowly as they scan the sand for treasures. The variety is astonishing. Conchs, whelks, sand dollars, and hundreds of other species can be found. The Bailey Matthews National Shell Museum, the only museum in the United States devoted solely to shells and mollusks, stands as a testament to the island's passion for conchology, educating visitors about the fascinating science behind these natural works of art. Beyond the beaches, more than half of Sanibel Island is protected as a wildlife refuge. The J.N. Ding Darling National Wildlife Refuge is a vast mangrove ecosystem, one of the largest in the country. Visitors can drive, bike, or kayak through this incredible sanctuary, which provides a critical habitat for over 245 species of birds. To witness a flock of roseate spoonbills taking flight, their brilliant pink plumage set against the green of the mangroves, is a truly spectacular sight. Captiva, the smaller of the two islands, is narrower and possesses a slightly more whimsical, quirky charm. It is known for its romantic atmosphere and most famously for its breathtaking sunsets. As the day ends, people gather on the west-facing beaches to watch the sun sink into the Gulf of Mexico, often accompanied by a flash of green light just as it disappears. Sanibel and Captiva are islands for nature lovers, places that encourage a quiet, appreciative connection with the wild world, from the tiniest shell to the grandest sunset. Chapter 10: The Big Island of Hawaii, A World in Creation. We return to the Pacific, to the youngest and largest island in the Hawaiian chain, an island so large it is simply known as Hawaii, or the Big Island. It is a land of superlatives and staggering diversity, a place where you can find 10 of the world's 14 climate zones. Within a single day, one can travel from tropical rainforests to sun-drenched deserts and even stand on snow-capped mountain peaks. This is an island that is still being formed, a world in a constant state of creation. The island is dominated by 5 volcanoes, 2 of which, Mauna Loa and Kilauea, are among the most active on Earth. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park offers a front-row seat to the raw, primal power of geology. Here one can walk through vast lava tubes, peer into steaming craters, and, when conditions are right, witness the incredible spectacle of molten lava flowing into the sea, creating new land before your very eyes. It is a humbling and unforgettable reminder of the planet's immense power. The sheer scale of the island is breathtaking. Mauna Kea, a dormant volcano, is the tallest mountain in the world when measured from its base on the ocean floor, rising over 33,000 feet. Its summit, high above the clouds and free from light pollution, is home to some of the world's most advanced astronomical observatories. The journey up Mauna Kea is a journey to the stars, offering unparalleled views of the cosmos. The island's diverse landscapes offer endless opportunities for exploration. The lush Hamakua coast on the northeast side is a wonderland of deep valleys, plunging waterfalls like the famous Akaka Falls, and vibrant green scenery. The Kona coast to the west is known for its calm, clear waters, perfect for snorkeling and diving, and for its world-famous coffee plantations. And on the southern coast, you can walk upon Punalu Beach, another of Hawaii's spectacular black sand beaches where giant green sea turtles, or honu, often haul out to rest on the dark shore. The Big Island is not just a place to visit, it is a living, breathing entity to be experienced. Our journey takes an unexpected turn, away from the oceans and into the heart of the Great Lakes. Here, in the Straits of Mackinac, between Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas, lies a small island that seems to be frozen in a more gracious and elegant time. This is Mackinac Island, a place where the primary modes of transportation are the horse-drawn carriage, the bicycle, and one's own 2 feet. The ban on most motor vehicles, enacted in 1898, is the defining feature of the island's unique and utterly captivating charm. Arriving on Mackinac Island is like stepping onto a meticulously preserved historical film set. The clip-clop of horses' hooves provides a constant, gentle rhythm to life. Colorful carriages, from public tour taxis to private buggies, share the streets with hundreds of bicycles. The air is clean, free from the sound and smell of engines, allowing the sweet scent of the island's famous fudge and the fresh breeze off Lake Huron to prevail. It is a sensory experience that immediately transports you to the Victorian era. The island's architecture reinforces this sense of history. Downtown is lined with charming clapboard buildings, housing fudge shops, boutiques, and restaurants. Overlooking the town from its western bluff is the magnificent Grand Hotel, a landmark of Gilded Age luxury, opened in 1887. Its 660-foot-long front porch, the longest in the world, is lined with rocking chairs and offers a majestic view of the Straits. It is a symbol of the island's long history as a premier summer resort destination. Beyond the bustling town, over 80% of Mackinac Island is designated as a state park, crisscrossed with miles of trails for hiking and biking. These paths lead through dense forests, past unique limestone formations like Arch Rock, and along the scenic shoreline of Lake Huron. Fort Mackinac, a former British and American military outpost, stands guard high on a bluff, its restored buildings and costumed interpreters offering a vivid glimpse into the island's strategic importance in the 18th and 19th centuries. Mackinac Island is a rare and precious jewel, a living museum that offers a genuine escape from the pace and pressures of the modern world. We travel to the rugged rock-bound coast of Maine to the largest island off its shore. This is Mount Desert Island, a place of dramatic natural grandeur where granite mountains sweep down to meet the cold, clear waters of the Atlantic. The majority of the island is home to Acadia National Park, the oldest national park east of the Mississippi River. It is a landscape carved by glaciers, a stunning tapestry of forested peaks, pristine lakes, and a coastline fractured into jagged cliffs and quiet coves. The heart of the park and the island is Cadillac Mountain. At 1,530 feet, it is the highest point on the North Atlantic seaboard. And for a portion of the year, its summit is the very first place in the United States to be touched by the rays of the morning sun. To make the pre-dawn pilgrimage to the top and watch the sky explode in color over the Porcupine Islands below is a cherished Acadia tradition, a moment of profound beauty and renewal that connects you to the turning of the earth itself. Acadia's founders, visionaries who gifted this land to the nation, also created a remarkable network of carriage roads. Financed by John D. Rockefeller Jr., these 45 miles of rustic, broken stone roads wind gracefully through the heart of the park over beautiful stone bridges and around serene ponds. Designed for horse-drawn carriages, and now popular with hikers, cyclists, and equestrians, they offer an intimate and peaceful way to explore the park's interior away from the noise of automobiles. The island's main town, Bar Harbor, is a vibrant and bustling hub that serves as the gateway to the park. Once a playground for wealthy summer residents, it now offers a lively mix of shops, galleries, and restaurants, catering to the thousands of visitors who flock here. From world-class dining, featuring fresh Maine lobster, to adventurous excursions like sea kayaking and rock climbing on the ocean cliffs, Mount Desert Island provides a perfect fusion of untamed wilderness and civilized comfort. It is a powerful testament to the inspiring beauty of the northern coast. Our final destination lies 30 miles off the coast of Cape Cod, an island whose Algonquin name, Nantucket, is often translated as the faraway land. This sense of isolation has shaped its character, from its days as the whaling capital of the world to its current status as a chic and sophisticated summer colony. Nantucket is an island of subtle beauty, a landscape of windswept moors, heathlands, and miles of pristine dune-backed beaches. The island's history is etched into its very streets. In the 19th century, wealth from the whaling industry poured into Nantucket, building the grand mansions and stately Quaker homes that still line the town's main streets. The entire town of Nantucket is a designated National Historic Landmark district, and to wander its cobblestone streets is to be transported back in time. The Whaling Museum, housed in a former candle factory, tells the epic and often perilous story of the industry that made this small island a global powerhouse. The natural landscape of Nantucket is understated, yet profoundly beautiful. There are no mountains, only gentle, rolling hills, covered in bayberry, heather, and rosa rugosa. The island is ringed with stunning beaches, from the lively surf of the South Shore to the calm, protected waters of the North. Over 40% of the island is permanently protected conservation land, crisscrossed by walking and biking trails that lead through moors and out to remote, windswept bluffs overlooking the Atlantic. In summer, the island's population swells, and the harbor fills with magnificent yachts. The atmosphere is one of relaxed, yet refined, elegance. Chic boutiques, art galleries, and world-class restaurants flourish. Yet, even at the height of the season, it is possible to find solitude on a deserted stretch of beach or a quiet path through the moors. Nantucket is an island of contrasts, a place of immense historical significance and modern luxury, of lively social scenes and quiet, contemplative beauty, all surrounded by the endless, ever-present sea. From the sun-warmed sands of the Gulf of Mexico to the fog-shrouded peaks of the North Atlantic, we have journeyed across a remarkable and diverse collection of American islands. Each one, a world in itself, has shared its unique story. A story told in the crash of the surf, the call of a seabird, the cobblestones of a historic street, and the quiet majesty of a preserved wilderness. They are more than just land surrounded by water. They are repositories of culture, sanctuaries for wildlife, and stages for human history. These islands remind us of the incredible variety our planet holds, even within the borders of a single nation. They demonstrate the powerful interplay between land and sea, and between nature and the human spirit. They show us communities that have been shaped by isolation and resilience, and landscapes that have been forged by the immense power of volcanic fire, glacial ice, and the relentless ocean currents. They are places of both profound peace and thrilling adventure. As our journey concludes, the call of these islands remains. It is an invitation to explore, to learn, and to connect with these special places. Whether you seek the whisper of the past on a windswept shore, the vibrant life of a coral reef, or the simple joy of watching a sunset paint the sky, there is an island waiting. They are a vital and beautiful part of our shared natural and cultural heritage, precious gems set in the vast blue expanse of the sea, each one holding a unique and unforgettable magic.